Yo, what is up guys, it is your favorite green boy and I am here on your screen to produce another banger, and we are going to make something pretty amazing, which we of course already did if you kept up, but then we are just going to do it a little bit different and it is just going to be really good, and I hope that we make an actual better hidden room. So I actually want an entire secret hideout, so I am going to make it a bit more of a challenge this time since the last hideout was a bit too easy, so now we are going to take it slow and steady wins the race. I mean, I already made this in Palscraft and that room looked really amazing, and if you had not yet checked that video out, then I think you will amuse yourself with that video first and I shall see you back, good sir, but if not then I am happy to stay around and all of that, so I mean you can just chill, lay back with me and we are just doing some stuff. So, I am just going to keep all my inspiration from the video you have probably already watched, and I am just going to use that as a base program, and we are going to do it a bit different with the redstone and all of that. But it is going to be way more amazing if we do it like this, because then we already have a steady plan, but then we are just going to make it even more steady, which is just something that is perfect, which is also what I think of this place, and this place is going to be the secret room. Just some quick adjustments and we will do the rest later. So then we just need to figure some really cool way out how we are going to do all of that with the redstone, but then not like really big redstone power room stuff, since if we just make the thing nice and cozy then we can fit the redstone somewhere in the space that we have, and not that the redstone is going to take up more space than the actual area which is not to be seen. That would be kind of odd, wouldn't it? Well, I at least think something like that is pretty strange, but I guess that if you want to do that, go ahead, take your redstone, place it somewhere, make a huge mess with it, but if you can make it work and it looks good then who cares actually. So, I just need to calculate for a bit in my head how I am going to do this with all the redstone. I have to like plan it ahead in my head, so I cut to the right size. Then we need to do some really weird looking stone stuff and with a torch and all of that, so the door stays closed and not open, because then it wouldn't really be a secret base, right guys? So, like, if you understand this you are already pretty advanced to redstone I think personally, so if you can already do this then I am really proud of you, and I hope that you are going to make something also like this and it is just going to be all fun and games. So now I have to do all of these advanced looking things. So this is going to be an interesting video if you don't think you could build this, and I hope that you can learn from all of this, which would be really cool for me, since then I can say that I learned some of you guys some things, and it will be a lot of fun when you guys can build better secret rooms than me. But I don't think that is just going to happen anytime soon, so for right now I am just going to keep doing really hard looking things, and then I shall see where you guys hook off, and then you can just rewind or something. If you are not really that interested in all of the red stone stuff, I don't even blame you, because some people like me have always got to be extra, and instead of a normal door I want a cool door, which we are kind of installing right now, and it is going to be like kind of a bat cave just like Batman, and it is going to be really cool since then we are kind of like Batman, but I don't really know if he can make his bat cave himself, which would be pretty cool, but I think that Batman has some other things to do than to build a cave, so he is just out there catching the bad guys and all that for us, which he can provide for his cave and the electricity and all of that, so it is pretty great for the man. And I think that we are just going to name this secret room the sub cave, not the bad cave, but now it is a sub cave, which is quite a bit more intriguing to me at least, so that is pretty fantastic that we are just out here doing all of these things, just living the life and chilling, laying back, installing some redstones, thinking about some things and all of that. Life can be pretty dope if you want life to be really dope, which is really cool I think, since you can just sometimes change their attitude and then your day will instantly be at least a bit better. And if you build a base in the mountain just like Batman, I think that your day will get a lot better as well, which is just fantastic since you can just chill out and take it easy, since you don't really have to build the walls and floors and all of that. You just need to find the right cave, make it the right size, and just decorate the place with a really cool door, or some people like to just have a regular door, but we are pros so we can go off the regular doors and we can only enter off the high class doors. I am really sorry, but I can't really help it since that is just the way it is. So, as you can see, we are still doing some pretty random stuff with the redstone, which looks pretty interesting if you would ask me, since I really have no idea how I am this clever and that everything is working out just like I wanted. For now I might have jinxed that, but I hope not. and I hope that we just need to chill for a bit. So right now, all we need to do is to send one of those letters that Batman copyrights us, since I own the name now and I live in the Batcave from now on. So I don't know what Batman is going to do, but he obviously needs to change his name to something else. I mean, he can have the sub-cave, I guess. That would be kind of fair, since I am owning his cave now. He can take over mine and slowly retire in the sub-cave, while we come up in the Batcave, which is going to be really amazing just to live here. And when it is done and all of that, I think that it is going to be like heaven, only then inside a mountain with a really cool door, and lots of redstone that I guess has its own purpose, which is just amazing teamwork from Team Red. And I think we should be really glad that redstone is here, since if redstone was not here it would be pretty boring actually, just not to have levers and all of that. I guess I don't think I would enjoy Minecraft without the redstone bit and the lever and buttons, pistons, all of those things. I think that if you don't have them in Minecraft, the game is a bit dead, isn't it? So right now what we are doing with this advanced redstone thing is that we are just going to place a lever, which is then going to open the door on like the other side kind of, and then the people won't see the lever since it is not in front of a door looking thing, but it is just a random lever, so it kind of just chills there like it is a sea cucumber, which are pretty amazing actually. I don't know if any of you guys have seen a sea elephant, but that creature is one of the most amazing things on this planet, to me at least. So right now we just do a bit more of the making the mountain look a bit more casual, which is going to be quite easy since the mountain already is here and we are just cutting in it for a bit, and we just going to spice it up a little notch so the mountain looks even more amazing. It would not be that amazing if someone built a house in front of the main gate or something, because it is now looking really good, but if they see that no one lives here, I am afraid that people might settle here in this mountain, which to me is not a problem. But I just want the Batcave to be the Batcave and not that everyone knows where it is. So right now we are kind of doing the sub technique, and then we also have to close the pistons off so you can't actually see the pistons, since that would not really be that fantastic. If you could see the pistons, since then you know there is a door there. And I hear you talking, well, you didn't do a lot better since you have a cobblestone door but the rest in just stone. And I am like, I will fix that. Time will fix that. Well, time won't, since I have to do it, but over time I shall fix it, and I don't think that is going to take really long since I really want to keep my base a secret. So, for the inside I kind of already have an idea in my head how it is going to look, and since I am now in the Batcave, that kind of means that I am not a superhero, right? Yes, at least to me. If you live here you are a superhero if you have special abilities or not, but we are now the proud owners of the Batcave that is not yet all the way finished, but it will be if we work hard enough. And now that it is like kind of done from the outside, I think I will make the inside with lots of green and stuff, since I am Sub-Zero Exabyte and you know me by the color green probably, which is pretty amazing. And then to also have a Batcave that is going to be filled with light greens and stuff, that is just something that is going to blow my mind away when the time comes. So, I mean, if we are all done with this entire project, I am going to be really amazed by myself that I did all of this by myself and no help or anything from different Peters. But I just made it all by my own, and it is going to be a piece of art when they discover some ruins of this place. And I hope that it is still going to be green in a couple of 100 years. So there we go, and we are now digging some more space, but we have to be careful with the redstone since we don't want to hit away the redstone, since I don't think that would be really nice, since then we could actually go outside anymore and that would not be a lot of fun. But I guess I wouldn't really mind to have a closed door when it is all decorated and all of that, since it is going to be my home and I am going to spend a lot of hours here, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So, it has already become pretty big, but we need a lot of space in this thing since it is a cave, and we need to use every block we can, because then it just is a bit bigger, and bigger means probably nicer in the Batcave. Also, by the way, in the middle of this video I heard that we now own the Batcave and that Batman has now settled for the Sub Cave, which he thinks is a pretty cool name, even though he is nothing called close to Sub. But that is okay since he is going to try a new identity perhaps. I really don't know, but I guess that the man has some plans which is pretty cool for him. But I think that this is not just the Batcave, since this is something more. It is more special than the Batcave in so many ways. To begin with is that it is actually called the Batcave, but Batman is not here, so that is a bit odd, but it already looks way better than the Batcave. I would also like all of you that are watching right now not to tell where the cave is if you know. If you know and you want to come over really quick that is a light, then just let me know and I'll get us some cookies and some tea or something. We could have a nice evening together. But that is not all, since we are going to put in some decoration in this thing as well, like a bed, a chest and ovens and all of that basic stuff that you really need in survival. So we have that, and that is amazing. Some paintings in the mix and it already looks really good, just like this. Really simple, but it already looks really good, which is just showing off my interior design skills that I possess. And I really much enjoy being an interior designer. I think I am good at it as well, so that is pretty amazing that we can have that relationship together, me and my interior, and then I will design him. And it is all going to be really fantastic since I did this a lot of times before, so the decoration only gets better with more inspiration and all of that. So, the mountain itself gave us a really amazing room as well, and I'm really glad I chose this one since it looked perfect, and it actually is kind of perfect, so that is something that I quite enjoy. Just some armor stands in the little corners, since that is just basically made for a corner, and it looks so fresh when you put armor over it, and then it will give a more Batcave vibe already. But I think that our cave is way more cozy than Batman's, and I think that is where Batman failed, since he isn't really good in that stuff. But I guess that he still has a really amazing cave, so we can't really hate on that. So I am just kind of searching for some more stuff, and I guess that we might as well have some banners in the main room, which makes it look a lot more lived in than it was, and now it does really look like a superhero cave, which to me is really amazing since I wanted to achieve this for a long time. Now we just need to get rid of a bit of the ugly floor to the bed, and then we are basically good to go, and I think I am really proud of myself. Also, of the door thing, since I just did the redstone part like it was nothing, and I think that not a lot of people could have made the same thing as me. So, I did it pretty much on pure skill, which is just amazing. So I am pretty happy that it is finally done, and if in the future we get like a helicopter or something, then I can stash the thing on the landing pad on top. I need to get rid of some trees if I really wanted to do that, but I guess that will be worth it since then, well, we have a chopper landing zone and it is really amazing, so I guess that we might just have our very own sub-chopper, but I don't think it is going to last really that long since I don't really want it to be discovered. But I am really happy that I built this on such a casual Thursday like it was nothing. It is just a bit of doing some research on the redstone, and then from there you just kind of improvise, and for me at least it worked out fantastically, which is just amazing since I didn't even think I could make such a monstrosity. So right now I want to tell all of you that I really much enjoyed making this video, even though we kind of did the exact same in Pal's Craft, but this one was a little bit more freestyled, and it is really amazing that I made it how it is now. And then it is just going to be really amazing since it is just a green cave. But the thing is, guys, that you don't really know what is coming yet. I mean, some of you might now, but I know it for sure, and I think that I am going to enjoy this moment just a bit longer, and then we are just going to take some really cooling looking blocks that can make noise when you put a torch next to them, and then the whole place will be destructed, which is going to be really amazing when I can actually see the rampage that I then have caused. So here we go, we are going to whip out the block that will cause all of the mayhem that Batman is trying to stop. And now we stole his cave, and then we blow it up, so Batman can live in the sub-cave and make that cave even more revolutionary than the one that he owned before, which is just actually a pretty good deal for him. I mean, it is kind of sad to see this entire thing fall, but I guess it is for the better good that no one shall find Subman. And now we are just going to place these nice looking red blocks in the room, and it is going to be a party up in here. So it was all fun and games, but now that the time has really come, you guys are going to enjoy this secretly as well. So here we just go with a couple of these blocks casually around the room, and just all the way full except for the torches and all of that, but it is getting really full, and I like this a lot since I placed a lot of TNT, and now the spider has already found the cave, so it was a useless thing anyways. So we're just going to blow it all up, and that looks pretty amazing to me. The entire thing is now floating, well, except for like a little bit then, but it is almost floating all the way. So I hope that all of you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and then I hope to catch you in the next one. Have a nice guys.